So starting off at number 10 with this picture of, a beautiful girl. Everything seems to be fine, and there isn't anything unusual about this picture. Wait, what is Godzilla doing in the background? I bet it took a lot of you guys a while to notice Godzilla too. Is this an amusement park or something? Because I kind of want to go, but it's still really creepy.
Not a guardian angel, an angel or devil from your worst nightmares. At number 9, we have Slender Man. This is an image from the vaults of the City of Sterling libraries. Kids are running, playing, there's one climbing a climbing frame, but oh, what is that in the background? It seems this image was found in the library vaults, and we see a man under a tree creeping up behind some kids, and oh yes, he does have tentacle arms, and he seems to be wearing a suit. Who could it be? Is it he? I think it might be Slender Man. You can't see any facial features, but he does look a lot like the figure in question, although he does have a bit of a hairdo on him. Is that a mullet I spy? I thought Slender Man was bald, but I'm kind of feeling him with some 80s hair. Legend has it that the photographer of this photo and all 8 children in the image have been missing since 1986. Coming in at number 8, we have the wedding guest. Oh, I know, we're absolutely all here for that fur hooded cape. I love it. The 1970s are my favourite aesthetic era. So anyway, this image is of a bunch of wedding guests amid celebrating a friend's big day. I literally could not see anything wrong with this image at all until my attention was drawn to the tall gentleman on the right leg. Shall we zoom in a little here? Oh, little feet behind him, and if we scroll up, peek-a-bloody-boo, this is horrifying. Do you want some big red circles just to highlight this point? Okay, there you go, and that's enough for me. Please remove this ghost from my life, mind, and memory forever. Coming into number 7, we have Mirror, Mirror on the Wall. Okay, little side note for you. Did you know that the evil queen Snow White never actually said mirror, mirror on the wall, who's the fairest of them all? Apparently, she said magic mirror on the wall. Fact for you, facts on facts. Anyway, here is a pretty young lady taking a selfie. We've all been there. I've certainly been there. If I had to guess a year for this picture, I would go with circa 2006. It kind of looks 2006-ish to me. I wonder what year the demon in the background is from though. What demon, Rebecca? The one in the mirror. Coming into number 6, we have Capo's forehead Hungry. Hungry doesn't get enough airtime on most amazing top 10, so I am showing you an image taken in Capo's forehead Hungary, which is around a 2.5 drive south of Budapest. Did you guys know that Hungary is a landlocked country? I never really thought about it until I was scripting this video and I googled it, and then it's like, yep, there it is, they don't have any sea. Anyway, this picture was taken in 1943, and I'm always here for a bit of 1940s vibes. It seems that the image was shared to the internet by Sitsgeti Goyongi. They said that the image is of their mum and was taken by their father. They added, a little girl is standing in the background and she has no arms or no face. They said that they thought it was a ghost or a demon and said that they have the original photograph at home, and I know what you're thinking, show us the original. Here it is! What is happening? That little girl freaks me out. Is she the child of Slender Man? Shouldn't have any more arms, and he has like tentacle arms, so maybe they can shoot out. My imagination runs wild when I do these videos. I need to be stopped. Coming into number 5, we have the haunted house. Some people think it's weird to take pictures of your home, but honestly, like, everyone does it, right? It seems that Paul Sikuro uploaded this image to the internet after his son took it with his camera. His house is in England, and it caught the attention of British media in 2015 after this picture was taken. If you look closely at the window on the left, there is a ghostly apparition peeping out. Mr. Sikuro said, "I was the only person in the house. We're astonished by this image, to say the least. We've lived in this house for about 15 years, and it is a former parsonage." They said that actually they have had strange experiences in the house, as had the previous owner. It certainly seems as if Paul might have caught a ghost on camera. More ghosts at number 4, we've got ghosts for days. This is the samurai ghost. When you come across an online article with the headline, "Has dismembered samurai ghost photobomb little girl's holiday photo," you know that you've actually struck internet gold. So it seems a young Canadian girl was on holiday with her family when her parents snapped a picture of her in sushi at the Kanagawa beach in Japan. Can you see anything wrong with this picture? It seems as if her father snapped the image on his Samsung Galaxy, but then spotted what looks like a pair of boots in the background. The image was shared on Reddit, and the poster said, "Nobody was around when the photo was taken, and certainly nobody was behind her." Her father took about 5 photos of her in this spot over the period of about 2 minutes. Now, one Redditor who responded said that the boots look like samurai boots, which is really odd because it seems that actually the place where the picture was taken is on the site of an ancient samurai tomb. Terrifying. More ghosts at number 3, we have the beer flood ghost. I absolutely love going to the theatre. I go to the theatre as often as I can. Often when I go to the theatre, I like to take a selfie of me and my theatre going pal. Auditorium selfies for absolute days, why not? I love it. Well, what can you see in this picture? Have you seen it yet? Yep. Oh, hello there, ghoul. What's your beef? Why are you looking so angry and cold? This fine pair's just trying to enjoy a performance of We Will Rock You and you've snuck up behind them. There is actually some backstory here and it's pretty interesting. It seems that the theatre that the pair were in is the Dominion Theatre in London. I've been a number of times. A lot of London theatres are rumoured to be haunted and the Dominion Theatre is no stranger to a ghost story. The theatre ushers that work there will tell you that there are several apparitions, but the one in the photo is rarely spotted. Note how she's kinda blue? Well, it seems like the girl in the picture could be Eleanor Cooper, a young barmaid who drowned at the theatre back when it was a brewery in 1814. An accident at the brewery meant that 1.5 million litres of beer was spilled, flooding the brewery and nearby streets. 7 people died and she was one of them. Now the brewery was demolished in 1922 and in its place stands the Dominion, but are some of the spirits still there? Also, drowned in beer. Gonna need to think about that for a while. This is really sad at number 2, we have Peaches Geldof. In 2013, the daughter of British rock star Bob Geldof took a picture of herself and her baby in the bath. She posted it to Instagram afterwards. Now, do you notice anything weird when you look at it? Because she certainly did. Peaches noted that something was off and she wrote this caption for her picture. Here's a close-up shot of the mystery ghost hand in pic I took of Astela and me in the bath. No, that isn't my hand. One of mine was round his waist to hold him during the photo, the other one was holding the camera to take the shot. Also, the hand is around my shoulder, so a totally weird angle if I did it myself. How terrifying. Now, Peaches actually spoke to the Daily Mail about her experience and she said she thinks that the hand belongs to the ghost of one of the previous occupants of the home. She said the house was built in the 1920s by a rich man and his pregnant wife. However, his wife had a stillborn baby and was so grief-stricken that she went mad. She apparently drowned herself in the bath. That sends shivers up my spine. Honestly, that could well be, but the tragedy of that home didn't end there. In 2014, Peaches was found dead in the same house, aged just 25. Finally, I want to end this video on a kind of slightly higher note, so we're going with back to school at number 1. The 7th grade is a big deal, right? My mum used to take pictures of me before my first day of school on most years. It's just great to reminisce back to those key years of my life. That is exactly what was happening for Brooke Mills as her mum took her summer is over back to school image. Actually, this literally happened yesterday as of the time of recording this video and it's gone viral. Why? Well, you'll see. Brooke from Alabama is looking really nice in her picture, but I'm sorry, what is that in the background? That's right, it's a snake, it's a literal snake. It's very camouflage, so good job, snaky friend, good job. It's kind of blending into the tree. The snake looks like its head is poised and it's actually about to go for Brooke. The image was posted on Facebook by the girl's dad and promptly went viral. Her mother spoke to WRBI News and said, "Lord, it was scary. I got 2 pictures and said, 'Show your teeth please, baby.' Then I saw the snake. I said, 'Brooke, come here.' And she looked at me like, 'I'm not done taking pictures, Mum.' So then I said, 'Brooke, get away from the tree now.' I said it calmly, but I'm sure my face said it all. Oh my goodness.
In at number 10, we have this. This looks like an innocent picture of a little girl, probably on her birthday, because she's wearing a party hat and it looks like there's a cake on the table. It doesn't seem like anyone has showed up to her party yet, or does it? Look in the background just on the left, you can see this really creepy person with what looks to be like a red sweater on, and their face is like ghost white. I would be a little bit concerned for this little girl. Alright, up next, in at number 9 is this picture. Thankfully there are arrows because I don't know if you guys would ever have noticed this creepy eye staring into your soul. What is this person doing hiding underneath the bed frame? Hopefully it's someone she knows just playing a prank on her and it's not like a creepy predator lurking underneath her bed, you know, waiting for her to go to sleep. I don't know what's about to happen next, but let's try to move on quickly. At number 8 is this tiny troll. No, I'm not talking about the baby, I'm talking about the little leprechaun sprinting in the background. You can most likely assume that this is Photoshop, but it's still a very scary and creepy picture. Imagine if these trolls were real, would you keep them as pets? Or would you have tiny troll traps where you just trap them and kill them? Moving into number 7, we're talking about this picture. This is really unsettling. Why is there a creepy man standing in the background? He sort of reminds me of like the real life Slender Man, and that guy just freaks me me out. If I see him, I'm gonna like die inside. Well, in this picture, it looks like he's been stalking her and is about to abduct her and traumatize her. I mean, get out of that park now. Moving into the number 6 spot with this creepy picture. If you guys weren't already afraid of water, well, maybe you are now. What am I talking about? Well, why did this person who took this picture, why didn't they warn this girl or run away? Instead, they decided to snap a picture of this gigantic mammoth-sized alligator. I guess you gotta do what you gotta do in order to post a good picture on Instagram, it seems like these days. But you know what? In this instance, this person's crossing the line. You gotta save a person, not try to, oh, let's become famous off this moment. Seriously though, alligators are fast. They probably didn't even make it out there alive. Now in number 5, we have this mirror picture. I know someone who is terrified of looking in a mirror in the dark, but this takes things to a whole new level. Do you guys see the creepy old ghost reflection in the mirror? This is not okay. This isn't a time to continue applying your mascara. What you have to do in this situation is you have to run and run as fast as you can before your soul is taken away. Climbing up this list in at number 4 with the ghost who is haunting this swing set. And this seems to be a, somewhat of a common trend. If I go outside and there's swings moving, I'm not getting on that swing set ever. Well, what is it with these ghosts and children? This is so unsettling because one of the children is actually running to the swing set completely unaware that there's a ghost where they're casually swinging. Things get even scarier at number 3 with this creepy ghost. These two friends look like they're having a great time using their webcam. However, they're not alone. Check out the creepy ghost popping her head out of the background. I mean, what the heck? She wants to get in on the fun too, but no, ghost, you're not a part of this fun. This just looks so creepy and this doesn't sit well with me. So let's move on to number 2. We have this picture of a ghost trying to steal someone's soul. I mean, just leave our soul alone. This is beyond scary because it looks like the ghost is actually touching the girl on the right. It's bad enough when you see a ghost in the distant background, but when they're right there getting their hands all up in your business, that's a whole new level of scary. Finally making our way into number 1 spot, we have this picture of a creepy reflection. So another reflection. This is not normal and this is not okay at all. It's not okay in my books. Why is this reflection laughing like some satanic demon? These types of pictures freak me out because there's no explanation for these kinds of things.
Alright, coming in at number 10, we have the fire ghost. Wildfires are pretty terrifying things and they can and will absolutely destroy homes and livelihoods. The past few years have been particularly bad for wildfires across North America. In 2016, a wildfire swept through dry land in Idaho. The fire spread to Jeanette Cadwell's 50,000 acre land in Henry Creek. The land was visited by a fireman who told the Caldwells that they had to evacuate their ranch and that their cabins were more than likely going to burn. Mr. Caldwell snapped this picture which his wife then shared on Facebook. We see the fire burning, then we see a fireman to the right, but what is that behind him? Jeanette wrote on the image that she shared on Facebook, check out this photo. If you look closely, you can see the fireman's guardian, which is what she called the picture. The fireman's guardian turns out to be a ghostly figure floating above the tree. Jeanette said that she loves it. Now it seems that the Caldwell's family were actually not afraid of the apparition. They think that the fireman ghost saved their property. He was like a guardian angel.
Number 9, let's see what we have. Okay, so we have this guy who wanted to pose for this like awesome scenic picture in front of this waterfall. Well, little did he know, or the cameraman know, that there was also a ghost lady in the background, and if they stayed at this waterfall long enough, they wouldn't still be alive. This is just like the creepiest thing ever. Is that even a person? If it is, who dresses like the Grudge with a long white dress? Maybe the Grudge was getting married and this is where she wanted to take her pictures. This is pretty scary, so let's move on. Number 8, we have this redhead girl who fell asleep while taking a selfie. Everything seems to be red in this picture, her shirt, her hair, and even the curtains in the background. Well, also in the background, it's so creepy because you can see a man's face on the TV. But the only thing is, the TV isn't even on. Moving on to number 7, in this picture you can see Obama giving a speech at one of his events. You have everyone, holding up his signs, you have his face on it, and you have the bandmates playing in the background, they're playing music. Well, if you guys look closely in the background, did you guys notice this guy right here? Well, this is a member of the KKK, who is a white supremacist group who hates black people, and the president is black. So this guy was up to no good for sure. Luckily, nothing happened to Obama that night because we would have known about it. It's kind of a blurry picture. It looks like a couple went out camping because it looks like there's a tent in the background. I'm not sure if the couple has a kid, but there's a little girl just staring at the camera. The ghost girl knows that there was a picture being taken, but you know what? She didn't care. Also, I wonder if this couple heard like weird noises at nighttime or something. Or they should also look into if someone died at this campsite. At number 5, we have a little kid who took this picture of himself sticking out his tongue, and there was a little girl to the left just having a sip of her drink. And in the background, you can see this really creepy ghost thing. I don't even know what it is. It kind of looks like it has like 1.5 legs and really long hair. Maybe it's a pirate that came back from the dead. I wouldn't want to upset it. And what's with all these random scary things in background of pictures? At number 4, we have this really creepy clown-like person in the background of this picture. You can see these kids jumping on a trampoline, kind of having fun. And then there's a person in the background like stalking these little girls. What's even scarier is I think the clown person like just lured in one of the girls to him, because right over here, the girl in the white shirt is walking right towards that scary person. This could be like a kidnapping happening. Number 3, this one is easy to tell what's scary in the background because just look over to the right. Scary, I know. I might be afraid of clowns now. This is just such a scary photo bomb. Why is this clown doing that? It's just trolling this picture. And why is there a random clown guy driving around in a white van? I mean, what is he up to? Maybe he is the kidnapper who's on the bench in the other picture, or maybe he's about to rob a bank. I bet after they took this picture and they looked at it, they probably called 911. I would be freaking out. I'd probably call my parents and be like, you gotta come get us. And at number 2, I'm gonna see if you guys can figure this one out. Can you guys see what's scary in the background? Okay, let's take a look at this picture together. We have this assuming, very happy couple. They're both smiling for this picture and they have the angle just right. So they know what they're doing. And in the background, you can see the reflection. Okay, did you guys see the scary yet? Or should I help you out and explain this one? In the background, you can see the guy's reflection. Well, it's correct. That's how you should see him in the mirror. Well, for the girl, we're seeing her face, which is the creepiest thing ever. I'm not making fun of her face, but why are we seeing her face if the reflection should actually be showing the back of her head? I'm not even sure how to explain this one, but let's move on from this one before she haunts our dreams. Okay, at number 1, I personally think I've saved the best for last, and that's because this one is just super scary. Okay, here's the picture right here. Here's a woman in the water just looking around for something, I don't know. Little does she know that someone, or I should say something, has been looking for her. Take a look near her legs, just to the right. There's a huge crocodile or alligator. She is so super close to it. I really do hope nothing happened to this woman, but that truly is a very scary photo.